Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn to Speak Malay Like a Local. My name is Lisa and today I would like to share with you something that happened over the weekend. I just came back from Perhentian Kecil, a small vacation with my family, and as I was waiting for my boat to go back to Jetty in Terengganu, there was this girl, an Asian girl. I'm not sure which part of the Asian continent she's from, but because she was so soft-spoken and gentle, I just assumed she's Japanese. And she asked me in English where she could wait at the jetty because it was crowded. Everybody was just waiting for their boats, but nobody knew which boats they're supposed to be on, and she looked super confused. And I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to make a lesson in case you find yourself in the similar situation. It doesn't have to be at the jetty, it could be at a bus station or a train station, anywhere, right? So I just pointed her to some guy who seemed to know what was going on, and then he just told her to wait somewhere and he would call her when her boat arrives. But if no one speaks Malay around you, because we weren't in Kuala Lumpur, we were at outside of urban areas, people who could speak English reduces significantly, so you might have to survive on your own with Malay. So here are the Malay words that can help you if you ever find yourself in such a situation. Okay, so the first thing you can say is tumpang tanya. Tumpang tanya means, can I impose on you a question? Sort of like, can I inconvenience you with this question? It's a very polite way to ask someone something. It's a bit like excuse me. You can say, tumpang tanya, kalau saya nak pergi ke Jetty Besut, saya kena tunggu di sini ke? Okay, again, tumpang tanya, kalau saya nak pergi ke Jetty Besut, saya kena tunggu di sini ke? It just means that, excuse me, if I want to go to the Besut Jetty, do I have to wait right here? This was essentially what she asked me, because she had a ticket and she didn't know where she was supposed to wait because everybody was crowding around the area where you're supposed to go down to the boat, and she was just bewildered. And in this sentence, I said tunggu di sini instead of the colloquial tunggu kat sini, because if you're not a native speaker, it might be difficult to use words that locals use. Like, I feel that if you say di sini, it comes across more clearly rather than saying kat sini. I don't know, I just feels like di sini rolls off your tongue much more easily. Of course, if you want to say kat sini, that's fine. But if you're afraid that you're not clear, you can say di sini. You can also say tumpang tanya, saya ada tiket. I have a ticket. Tapi saya tak tahu nak tunggu di mana. I have a ticket, but I do not know where I should wait for the boat to come. Or if you do not have a ticket, which is quite strange because usually if you bought a ticket to go to Pulau Perhentian, and then naturally you would have a return ticket to come back, but there are all sorts of circumstances. So if you don't have a ticket, you can say tumpang tanya, excuse me, saya nak pergi ke Jetty Besut. I want to go to the Besut Jetty, tapi saya tak ada tiket. But I do not have a ticket. Saya tak ada. Di mana boleh saya beli tiket? Where can I buy ticket? Again, you can say kat mana or you can say di mana, whichever rolls off your tongue easily. As long as the person you're speaking to understand, that's fine. Alright, this is a follow-up to the very first question. The first question was, if I want to go to Besut Jetty, do I wait here? So the next question that I asked her is, do you have a ticket? The way it sounds in Malay is, awak ada tiket? Do you have a ticket? Then you can say ada for yes, you have it, or tak ada for I don't have it. That person might want to see it if they want to check the information for you to find out what company you're gonna travel with. So that person might ask, can I see the ticket? And in Malay it is boleh saya tengok? Can I see? Boleh saya tengok? Can I see? And you can say boleh. Boleh is yeah, sure. But if you don't want to show it for some reason, you can say tak boleh. No can. Oh, my banh mi is here. Ooh, smells nice. I'm having banh mi today. Okay, and the next one is, if I don't ask to see the ticket, I would probably ask you information about the ticket, like where did you buy the ticket from, which company did you buy it from, or from whom did you buy it from. From who? From whom? I think it's whom, because the answer is him or her, so it has to be from whom, right? Whom. Okay. So in Malay it is awak beli tiket dari mana? Awak, you beli tiket, buy the ticket dari mana? From where? Or I can say awak beli tiket dari siapa? From who? Or I can say awak beli tiket dengan siapa? Dengan means with who, but local people like to use the word dengan, even though grammatically it is not correct, but that's how we say it. So it could be dari siapa or dengan siapa. But the important word that you can focus on is the end, which is siapa or mana, because mana is where and siapa is who. So you buy ticket, where, who. So you can sort of like put together that this person is saying you buy the ticket from where, from who. So don't worry so much about the words in the middle if you cannot catch it. Just make sure you catch the end word, mana and siapa. Or that person can ask, awak beli tiket dari company mana? You buy the ticket from which company? And then you can mention the name of the company. Or what I did with the girl, I pointed to some guy who was sitting on the railing, on the, like there's a hand railing along the jetty, right? So some guy was sitting on it, and he looked like he knew what was going on, and he was shouting in a very thick Terengganu accent, ticket, ticket, ticket. So he knew that there might be some people stranded without tickets, and he could sell them tickets. But do note, if you're buying anything last minute, then the price would go up by a lot. But if you're desperate, then you got to pay money, right? I just pointed her to that guy, and I said, you can go talk to that guy because he seems to know what's going on. Just show him your ticket and ask him when your boat is coming and where you should wait. So she's like, okay. And in Malay, I would say, awak boleh tanya orang tu. You boleh tanya, can ask orang tu, that person. Or awak boleh cakap dengan dia. You, awak, boleh cakap, can talk dengan dia, with him. If you do not have a ticket, if you want to buy a ticket from him in Malay, because in my experience, these people, they do not speak English very well and they do not understand it very well. So I used a lot of Malay when I was in Perhentian Kecil. Can I buy a ticket to Jetty Besut? Besut Jetty. In Malay, right, it is when you're saying the name of a location, it is the opposite of English. In English, it would be Besut Jetty, the name of the location, and then what it is, a jetty, a station, or whatever, right? In Malay, it is the other way around. It is the kind of place it is, which is jetty first, and then the name of the location, which is Besut. So Jetty Besut in Malay. Boleh saya beli tiket ke Jetty Besut? Can I buy a ticket to Besut Jetty? And then you can ask, berapa harga untuk satu orang? What is the price for one person? Berapa, how much, harga, price, untuk, for, satu, one, orang, person. How much is the price for one person? And then you can also state if there are several of you or if you're a big group. Kami ada, we have. How many people? I have the numbers there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you want to know how to say numbers more, the lesson is somewhere. Yeah, just go to that lesson and you'll know how to count in Malay. We have a blank number of adults, orang dewasa, dan, and number of children, budak kecil. And children is usually below 12, I think. So kami ada 4 orang dewasa dan 3 budak kecil. We have 4 adults and 3 children. Berapa harga untuk 1 orang dewasa? Berapa harga untuk 1 budak kecil? Because there are different prices for adults and children, I think. Pukul berapa bot datang? What time does the boat get here? What time does the boat come? So the person might answer pukul whatever, pukul 12, pukul 1, pukul 2, pukul 4. You can also ask, what's the last boat that goes to Jetty Besut? And in Malay, you can ask, boat terakhir. Boat is boat. Terakhir. Akhir means last. Terakhir is it also means last. The very last boat. Ke Jetty Besut pukul berapa? Okay, to Jetty Besut, what time? Boat terakhir, last boat, final boat, pukul 4. 4 o'clock, pukul 4. Yeah, for lesson on time, you can look over here. If they ask you to wait somewhere, then they might call your name or your phone number, right? So phone number in Malay is nombor telefon. Or sometimes Malay people will say it so quickly, it sounds like nombor telefon. Telefon. Okay? Nombor telefon. So you know that they're actually asking for your telephone number. Nombor telefon or telefon. Or he might ask for your name. So your name is, nama awak apa? What is your name? Nama awak apa? Then he might say, later I will call your name when your boat is here. Nanti saya panggil nama awak. I will call your name. Okay, and then let's say the boat is coming later and you don't want to be waiting there for like 1 hour or 2 hours. You don't want to be standing around at the jetty when there are so many people and it's so crowded. So you might want to go back to the beach or rest at a cafe or at a restaurant. So you could say, if it's going to take a while, could I go and wait at a restaurant somewhere first? And in Malay it is, kalau lambat lagi, if it's going to be later. No, lambat means late. So if it's going to take more time, kalau lambat lagi, saya tunggu, I wait. Saya tunggu, I wait. Di kedai makan, at an eating shop, basically at a restaurant. Okay, di kedai makan dulu, boleh. So I wait at a restaurant first, can. Okay, and since he has your name and your number, you can say, when the boat comes, can you call my name or can you call my phone number? So you can say, bila boat datang, when the boat gets here, can you call? Boleh awak panggil nama saya? Can you call my name? Or boleh awak panggil telefon saya? Can you call my telephone? Yeah, I hope that was clear. Okay, so I think that's the end of the lesson. I hope you find it helpful and I'll see you again next time. Bye.